Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Platinum is starting to make a move upward along with gold and silver. But let's find out some of the reasons why and explore a little bit about platinum, a metal that I feel, and been saying for quite a while, has been undervalued. So let's explore. Yes, platinum is up nearly 7% in the last 3 days, and it's got room to move higher. I wanted to wait a little while before posting a video about this because we have seen it climb up pretty dramatically, but it's continued to move upwards. And even with silver and gold dropping somewhat today based off of some encouraging news from China not reacting, they've kind of softening their position as of late in the trade war, not firing that shot across the bow, although that's really kind of a temporary setback because we've not come to any indication that it's going to be a deal in that realm. And that could have an effect on platinum and palladium prices as well, too, considering manufacturing and trade. But we'll explore that. So platinum's up 7%. Let's see what's going on here. First it was gold, then silver. Now investors are jumping into platinum as momentum builds through the precious metals market. The precious metal is seeing unprecedented price action, rallying nearly 7% in the last 3 days to trade near its highest level in nearly 16 months. October platinum futures were last at $917.60 an ounce, nearly 1% on the day. And here we can see the movement in platinum over the last, since August 23rd here. Look at that big jump. For many analysts, the rally in platinum is long overdue. I've been one of those that felt like it's been undervalued. In fact, it's rarer than gold, but rarity doesn't necessarily translate to price action. But regardless, it is very difficult to get out of the ground. And it's only mined in a few places, and it's got a heavy industrial use. The metal has struggled over the last few years as demand for diesel vehicles has dropped sharply because of the global emissions scandal that rocked the auto sector nearly 4 years ago. Platinum is a critical component in autocatalytic converters, which are used to reduce emissions in diesel engines, which have been popular in European markets. Palladium is a metal used in converters in gasoline engines. However, I will note that platinum can also be used in gasoline engines, and the price disparity between the two metals is as such that it may be worth looking into platinum because palladium is so expensive. But they must be slow moving in that direction, making that conversion, retooling to fit it. It has been an unloved metal for such a long time, said Bart Millick, head of commodity strategies at TD Securities, but we've seen gold and silver break out, so this move does make sense. I think there's more to it than that. We'll explore in a moment here. Although platinum has been on a wild ride this week, Millick said that he doesn't think the rally is over. His bank sees prices pushing to $1,100 by the end of the fourth quarter. Platinum is way undervalued based on its benchmarks, he said, because of its strong correlation to gold. I think we can see higher prices. Well, that's where I disagree, because it's really kind of been moving kind of opposite and different than gold, and it's sort of a fringe precious metal. So I don't really see that correlation. I do believe it somewhat does follow to a point. I think silver is closer to following gold than platinum and palladium, though, because those are seen more as industrial metals. If you want to make a case for a monetary metal, you can probably make it more so with platinum than palladium, but not much. It's same thing as a hedge. While speculative money appears to be driving platinum prices, Ross Strachan, senior commodities economist at Capital Economics, said there could be some fundamental reasons behind the rally. He noted that China is looking to introduce new fiscal stimulus measures to try and boost its domestic economy as it fights the effects of its ongoing trade war with the U.S. At the same time, Strachan noted that labor negotiations among miners and producers in South Africa do not appear to be going smoothly. which could lead to future work action, lowering supply of the precious metals. That makes much more sense. Although the Chinese car market is dominated by gasoline vehicles, Malik said that automakers could start substituting expensive palladium for cheaper platinum. That's right, exactly right. In a recent interview with Kitco News, Ole Hansen, head of the commodity strategy at Saxo Bank, said that he is not surprised that platinum is seeing strong buying momentum. I don't think you can ignore the investor appetite for anything that is shiny. He added that investors who missed the rally in gold are jumping into silver and platinum because they have been so undervalued. However, the rally hasn't come as a huge surprise to some analysts, as the precious metal has seen unprecedented investor demand for platinum-backed exchange-traded products, which we're going to get into in a moment here. Trevor Raymond, Director of Research with the World Platinum Investment Council, noted that the Council's quarterly supply-demand publication that investment demand through exchange-traded products totaled 690,000 ounces in the first 3 months of the year. That was the largest increase in ETF holdings in any 3-month period since the launch of the physically backed platinum ETFs in 2007. So here we go. This article on ETF trends talks about that, and I think this is the biggest reason why platinum is starting to go up. Platinum-related ETFs surged Wednesday as China considers loosening restrictions on vehicle purchases in an attempt to stimulate growth amid ongoing troubles over the trade war with the U.S. Among the best-performing ETFs on Wednesday, the Aberdeen Standard Platinum Shares ETF increased 3.9%, and the Granite Shares Platinum Trust PLTM added 3.8%, while the Platinum spot price was 3.8% higher to $898.9 per ounce. Platinum is primarily used in catalytic converters and diesel-powered automobiles, but environmental concerns previously tamped down demand for the precious metal. As such, the price of platinum has fallen over the years amid weaker demand and excess supply, whereas gold and silver have found safe haven support on an increasingly dovish Federal Reserve monetary policy outlook, and palladium benefited from cars that run on gasoline. However, the Chinese State Council said local governments that have restrictions in place on auto sales should consider relaxing or even removing those curbs, Automotive News reports. China's economy weakened more sharply than expected at the beginning of the third quarter as the trade dispute with the United States weighed on both businesses and consumers. The Chinese economy already saw second quarter economic growth slip to a near 3-decade low. So there you go. So this could be a temporary increase based off of this, but will it translate, considering how the economy is being affected in China from the trade war? Possibly not, which means that platinum prices could curve back down a bit or go back down if demand just doesn't increase based off these loosening restrictions. Among the contributing factors that have weighed on China's growth, the automobile sector has suffered through falling demand, with overall car sales declining for a 13th consecutive month in July. Beijing could roll out further stimulus measures to help support its ailing economy in the months ahead, including steps such as easing restrictions on automobiles to induce greater consumer consumption. China data weakness will likely be more visible in August and September, and policymakers will likely lean towards intensive easing. Analysts at the Bank of America Merrill Lynch said in a note, "We expect policy loosening to resume in infrastructure investment, consumption stimulus, and monetary easing." And that shows us that we should be patient because, as you know, China, they're not a fair actor in terms of trade and other policies. We know what their reputation is in terms of counterfeiting. So really, the trade war is having a greater effect on them. So we should be patient and see how things work out in there. But this is encouraging news because that means they're going to be forced to come to the negotiation table before their economy further weakens or possibly even collapses the way things are going. So let's study a bit some of these prices. You know, we're seeing a return to what we saw before, where gold and silver are down and the platinum group metals are up. But let's look here. Gold is down $11.90. That's down 0.77%. Note that percentage because I think that's interesting. Silver is down 9 cents, $18.33. down 0.49%. So silver's not taking as big a hit. Now, it's negligible difference percentage-wise, but I think that just goes to show you that the rally in silver appears to be strengthening, and which means that the ratio could tighten a bit more. Now, notwithstanding, keep in mind that just because we're seeing this increase in silver, albeit except for today for obvious reasons, going up, it doesn't mean we can't see a pullback at some sort. But don't lose faith if that happens, for sure. But look at platinum. It's up, 1.55% to $920 now per ounce, and because of the reasons we talked about, palladium is up $3, and rhodium is really going up 4% there. Crazy, a whole nother world rhodium is, but who knows? We may see this thing creep up to $5,000 an ounce. We'll see. But nonetheless, there you have it. Post your thoughts below. Would like to extend a multitude of gratitude y'all for watching, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.